Hello friends, this is Arthur Woods and this is Communication 16008. As you see, I'm in the clean room of our launch facility, and the clean room is where we package the things that are going to be taken up to the Greater.Earth space station. As you see in the monitor behind me, our technicians are applying the final calibrations and adjustments to the capsule that will actually be taken, the supplies, up to the space station. And I'm in here in the clean room in order to control and to make sure that the art supplies that I will need once I'm up into Earth orbit are here. Now, as you know, I'm the resident artist of Greater.Earth, so while I'm there, I will be doing actual artworks to communicate my experience while being in space. Now, these artworks will be also offered on the Greater.Earth website, so that's one way for us to finance these projects. So, in addition to the in addition to the art interventions that we are planning, the Space Peace Star, the Space Option Star, the Cosmic Stones, and the Seeds projects that we will be developing once I'm at the Greater.Earth space station, I will also be making individual artworks, as I said, which will be made available through the Greater.Earth website. Now, let's see what I'm going to be taking up with me. Everything has been packaged in advance, and for example, I will be taking a selection of Japanese papers. These are all handmade, made out of natural material. These papers are very beautiful, make very lovely artworks. So I will be using these papers. Of course, I will have a selection of multicolored selection of colored pencils. Pencils are very good because they don't, all you have to do is keep them sharp, and that's excellent for working in space and for making sketches out of the observation portals. Of course, I will be taking a selection of space certified paints. These are acrylic paints, and this goes back to the Cosmic Dancer sculpture project in 1993, and it was required that we send a sample of every paint and of every color that I plan to use on the Cosmic Dancer had to be sent to the Soviet Space Agency for testing for toxic outgases. Now, this is very important because we do not want to have any kind of toxicity enter into the fragile environment of a space habitat and a space station. So that's why we're packaging things in a clean room, so we do not introduce any germs or other microbes or toxic substances. Of course, if I'm going to be taking paints, I'm going to need a selection of art brushes. So I have a very beautiful selection of brand new brushes, which I really do enjoy when I'm painting, is to always work with new brushes. And of course, we will have canvases, and I plan to do a series of overview paintings from space using my inspiration from viewing the Earth from the perspective of orbit. Now, these canvases, once they're completed, will be sent back to Earth on the space plane, and as I said, be made available on the Greater.Earth website in order to finance and support these projects. Now, let's see what else I have. Looks like I have an iPad here. The iPad is very important for entertainment purposes. We have access to thousands of books, but also we have 24 sensors located on the peripheral of the space station. Now, these video sensors give us a real-time video look of what's happening outside the space station because they're constantly connected. The video stream is constantly connected to computer monitors and things like tablets like the iPad that we have here. And so we can always have a view of what's happening outside of the space station. Now, the nicest place to view, of course, is from the center of the space station, where we have a sphere, and in the sphere it has a microgravity environment, and in that sphere we have a number of portals that are located around the sphere so that you can observe the Earth with your own eyes, and that's very nice. And of course, being a microgravity environment, it's very comfortable to be there, and that's where most of the crew sleeps at night. Whereas our working time is spent on the outside of the torus because that gives us a gravity, and that's very important for the health of the crew to actually exist in a gravity environment. And that's the difference between our space station and, for example, the International Space Station or the earlier Mir space station, which had a constant microgravity environment. We do have gravity, and that is very important for our overall health over a long period of time in space. So I have a picture here, if you can see that this is a fine art print that I've made of the Greater.Earth space station, and this will be also offered, and prints of our other interventions will be offered on the Greater.Earth website. But you see here in the middle, there is the sphere that I was mentioning to you before. Well, I see our technicians have switched the view from the spacecraft to the launch vehicle. So that means things are getting very close here. And I will tell you that we will have a video of the launch of our supply ship to the Greater-Earth space station, and you'll be able to see the launch and the rendezvous in space very soon. So that's probably the next communication, and I look forward to that because that's going to be very, very exciting. Okay, this is Arthur Woods, the resident artist of Greater-Earth. This has been Communication 16008. I thank you for watching, and I hope you'll continue my journey or your journey or our journey to the Greater-Earth space station, which is going to happen very soon. So this is 16008, Arthur Woods. Goodbye for now.